Today, we're talking about how to make your English more natural and less boring. If you keep using the same basic words and phrases, your English might sound like you don't speak perfect English. But don't worry. I'll show you simple ways to add variety and make your speaking more engaging. Let's get started. Do you often say, I like or I don't like? There are better ways to express your feelings. Let's learn some new and interesting phrases. Instead of saying, I like, you can say, I'm very passionate about. This makes your speech sound stronger and more engaging. So, let me give you an example. Instead of saying, I like English, you can say something like, I am very passionate about English. This makes your sentence really perfect and shows that you have a good skills when it comes to speaking English. Now, we talk about how to say that you don't like something but in a different way. Instead of saying, I don't like, you can say something is not my cup of tea. Let me give you some examples. So, for example, when you talk about that you don't like reading, instead of saying, I don't like reading, you can simply say, reading is not my cup of tea. If someone hears you say this sentence, will really feel like you speak perfect English. Another example, instead of saying, I don't like swimming, you can say, I am not a big fan of swimming. This shows that you have the ability to say something in a different way, which will improve your speaking skills. Another example, instead of saying, I don't like swimming, you can say, I am not a big fan of swimming. This shows that you have the ability to say something in a different way, which will improve your speaking skills. Now, let's move into saying something else in a different way. You will hear a lot of people say, I am happy, but there is a better way to express yourself about being happy. You can say something like, I am very delighted. Let me give you some examples. For example, instead of saying, I am very happy to hear about this, you can say something like, I am very delighted to hear about this. This sentence will show that your English is really perfect because you are using very related sentences that only native speakers know. Another example, instead of saying, I am very happy for your success, you can say something like, I am very pleased about your success.
I am sure that you're happy to have found my channel. Well, how about we make a sentence about that? Instead of saying, I am very happy for finding this channel, you can simply say, I am filled with joy to have discovered this channel. Now let's talk about another sentence. You will hear a lot of people also say, I am very sad. But you can also say another better sentence, which is, I am heartbroken. Let me give you some examples on how to use this sentence. So instead of saying, I am sad to hear about this, you can simply say, I am heartbroken to hear about this. This sentence will also make your English seem very perfect. Another sentence, instead of saying, I am sad for what happened, you can say, I am truly saddened by what happened. This, also another way to say that you are sad, but in a perfect English level. And finally, instead of saying, I am sad that we didn't win, you can say, I am extremely upset that we didn't win. Well, this way, you show that you have the ability to speak in a different way, and you have the ability also to choose another sentence that shows how perfect your English is. Now, allow me to challenge you with a sentence. The weather is really nice today. Please write in the comments how you would say this sentence in a perfect way, and I will see you next time in a new video where we will discuss other topics to help improve your English.